Hello everybody, Zeff here with ZeffsTrading. Hope you guys are doing well today. Gonna make this a little bit of a shorter video, got some things to do, so we're just gonna go over the 2000 tick chart for today. Overall trading range type of day, we have an inside day close on the daily chart. So we'll just jump right into this and just get this going here. Okay, so pre-market, as you can see, pretty much a trading range off the bat. We had a little bit of a sell-off, but not nearly as much as some of the following days before that. And a lot of you can see overlapping bars here, a lot of congestion, support, resistance, nothing too much to report on. You do get your, if you are trading around 6, 7, 8 o'clock, there was 2 trades here that I saw that were pretty decent. You have your nice uptrend, break, new high. Then I wish you got a little tick higher. If your chart was different, you might have had a lower high here for this bar, and you could have taken that. But my chart does not look like that. So nonetheless, you get a rundown, and you get a first entry, pulls back. You get a second entry long, and then you get a 1, 2, 3, basically 4, 5. Or depending on how you want to count this with the most recent swing low, first, second, and third, so triple test. The triple tests I found are a little subjective. The most important thing is it at multiple data points for a support line. And any more context that you can bring into the actual movement here. For example, this downtrend, break, new low. Then you can also say first entry, second entry long, good signal bar, triple test. So after that, you get a matching double top here. You get a 1, 2, and 3. And then you also get a second entry short. So after you made a 1, 2, 3, this is kind of what a more clean triple test looks like. Mark that. Then you also get, from counting from our most recent low, first entry, pulls back. This bar goes up tick 1 higher, and it's an outside bar, and then it closes on its low. And then 1 tick below that, you can go with it, and that would be your second entry short. So then after that, you get a couple legs to a new low, and then you also get, from resetting, first entry, pulls back, second entry long. Now this is a doji bar, but this is a double matching bar, so once this bar closes, that would be your signal bar, and it's a failed breakout of this trading range, and then it leads to the next move all the way up here. Here we go. Let me change this just a wee bit here. So you get a nice little run up. You can mark this trend channel however you want to. I just visually see it already, but go ahead and draw it. Then you get some sideways congestion across the board here, but then you get an also 1, 2, 3 triple test. So 1, 2, 3 triple test right there across the board. A lot of triple tests today. You know, with the trading ranges, you'll probably get those. That's mostly what you get. Nice signal bar, plenty of room to the highs at the resistance here. That's a good trade. Then you just get this really strong rally at 10 o'clock. I think there was a couple news events today. There was FOMC today for Powell speaking, and I marked that news, but I think there was 10 a.m. news. Nonetheless, you get this huge bar up, and then it does a spike and channel type of move. You get a break, new high, comes down, tests some support, goes below EMA for a second, then right back up, got a V formation pattern here. You get a break, and then you just get this kind of spike and channel again, so basically just another repeat pattern across the board. I don't see anything to get in here. This is all just complete noise and choppiness. But then you do get, if you are reading this market correctly, you have your first entry, pulls back, second entry long, and this bar is way too far up in this trading range here, so you can't take the second entry long. There's not enough room to scalp out. But what you do and can anticipate is first entry, second entry, inside bar. When this bar broke up, this outside bar, this pink bar, up and then down, you got a lower high, failed second entry long. Then you can drop a stop market order, 1 tick underneath that engulfing bar. That's a great trade. Leads to a huge move down. You get your news at 12:10, which is the Powell speaking FOMC. So this is just, you got to stay out of this. It makes its way up, makes its way back down, Now, I was thinking of marking this. You do get a first entry, second entry short. It's just not the best signal bar, so maybe if your signal bar was better than mine, could have gone for it. Then you get a nice move down, break, first entry, pulls back, second entry long, right at the key entry point right here at this major support. You can see a 1, 2, and maybe if you want to argue, triple test. Support's never going to be, there's going to be a little bit of room of not perfect to the tick. That would just be ridiculous. That's just not how things work. So you could also argue a triple test there. That's a pretty decent trade. You could also completely see the first entry, second entry long as well. Then you get this, you're sweating here if you go for more than, let's see if we got actually 8 ticks here. 86, 67, 70, 60. So yeah, the thing with this is when you go for 2 points, it usually goes, as you can see, it went literally to 2 points, but you have to have it tick through unless you're in the queue fast enough. So, if you got that, congratulations. If not, then, you're still in it. You never got stopped out as long as your stop was 1 tick underneath your signal bar, but yeah, you might be sweating there. So then we just get a move up here. Again, spike, and it channels. Just nothing to report here. Again, same thing. Basically repeat pattern. Just complete noise as this. Complete noise. Nothing in here that I see. Then price action starts developing. And this is where we get a first entry. Pulls back. You just get another first entry. You get a first entry long. There's no reversals here. There's no second entry shorts here, unfortunately. And then it just sells off all of a sudden. I didn't see any news event over here, so I'm not sure what this was about. But then you get a first entry, pulls back. You get a second entry short. And then you get another technically second entry short. So what happened here was if you get in here, it broke lower, then higher, then lower. So you got stopped out. So if you do get stopped out on this, just wait for this bar to close on the outside bar. The only problem with the engulfing bars is they can stop you out, and it did for today. For this particular second entry short. And then you could just re-enter and then put your stop above, and you would have gotten it. Or you could wait for a lower high, which you do get, and you get a lower high right here. It's a little far away, but the context is great as well. The only problem with this is there's a little bit of congestion across the board here, as you can see it. So what you do get is, if you're reading correctly, first entry long, it pulls back. You get a second entry long, inside bar. Once you can use this bar as once it breaks below, then bulls tried twice to go higher, and now they fail, and a test back down to somewhere near the support line is prominent. And you got your 2 points there, and or more, depending on how you played it. Then you get a nice move up here. And this is where I saw a pretty decent trade for today. And then you have so in the context wise, you have 1, 2, depending on how you draw this trend channel. I saw it more like this. I saw 1, 2, 3 data points here, so I drew this trend channel like that. And this midline seemed pretty accurate across the board here of holding support. So when I saw this, I saw first entry. It went lower, then higher. Entered on the actual engulfing bars, anticipating this engulfing bar here. So 1 tick here, as it makes an engulfing bar, as it did. I don't know why it's not blue, which is weird. The indicator is kind of weird for that. Sometimes it marks it, sometimes it doesn't. Not sure what that's about. And so yeah, so I go for 2 points, 2 point stop, get my 1 trade, and then for the rest of the day, don't see anything else. You do get a first entry, second entry long right off the trend channel. I was thinking about marking this one, but the signal bar is no good, so I don't think you can take that. And that's pretty much what it is for the rest of the day. That's kind of how I saw it. Pretty boring trading day overall. The main thing is I'm kind of breaking the rule of not trading past 2 o'clock, but if price action's good past, the last 30 minutes of the day, last hour of the day, like it has been for the last month, then I think you got to adapt and trade accordingly to where the price action's good. And yeah, because just the rest of all this is, this is all noise. This is all noise. This is news. Like, there's no good price action. Whoops. for the day, and then you only get some really nice movement for the last about 2 hours of the day, hour of the day. And I think that's just how you got to trade accordingly to what the market is, and you got to adapt accordingly. So that's how I saw it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this chart review. Don't feel too bad if you had a bad day. Pretty hard trading day, pretty hard trading week so far. Hopefully price action gets a little better. But we'll try to take the high probability setups as best as we can and keep the losses small. So, see you guys tomorrow.